Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com. Today I have a couple of really fun projects for you using this stamp set here from Miss Ink Stamps. This stamp set is called Hippo Hooray and it's filled with all these cute hippopotamuses. Did you know the plural of hippopotamus is hippopotamuses? I looked it up. It is. So anyway, I thought I would create a couple of holiday cards with this set. And so I'm going to start off by just coloring one of these up for you just to show you the colors I chose to do this. I'm taking the R11 real quick and just adding some pink highlights to the cheeks and on this one to his little muzzle here. I'm not sure if you call that a muzzle, but kind of like his face portion, the mouth portion. And then I'm going to take some warm grays and just color up the rest of the body with the warm grays. I'm starting out with W1 and just kind of mapping out where I think the darkest spots are going to be. And then I'm going to go over that with my darkest color, which is the W5, and those will become the shadow portions of the hippopotamus here. Once that is done, I will blend that out a little with the W3 and then go over the entire thing with the W1. And I think on this one, I just went ahead and darkened up the darkest portions once again with the W5, because sometimes after you color all of that in and you do all the blending, some of the darkness fades a little, and so I will go over it once again just to add a little more of the darkness so that way you have more of a highlight also. A little more contrast. So I'll just finish up this hippo here, and then I'm going to take the darkest W7 marker and use that on the bottoms of his feet. Then I'll blend that out with W5, W3, and just going on like that. Then I'm just going to add one more additional color for his toenails. That's this E30 here. And there we're going to put this card together. Now I did finish coloring up all the other hippopotamuses off camera, and you'll see that in our second card here. But for this first card, I'm going to use this sitting down hippopotamus and create a card that says, I hippopotamus you. I thought this was so cute. I love that sentiment. So I'm just going to shadow that with a little bit of red, and then I'll pop up the hippopotamus with some 3M foam tape. I'm using this leaf piece here and also this piece that I colored up red to look like a ribbon. And so this looks a little bit like mistletoe, I think. I'll add a red gemstone. You can see right here, this is the seaweed piece that I used for the ribbon, and then the leaf piece right next to it I used to kind of make a mistletoe. So there's our first card, I hippopotamus you. I don't know if you can see that pattern paper I used in the background. It does have some glitter polka dots to it. I love a little glitter. I'm just going to darken up his eyes with a black gel pen, and there's our first card. For our second card, I am using this beautiful stencil. It's the Wonky checkered stencil. I'll link it below. This is also from Miss Ink Stamps, and I'm going to ink this up using a blending brush and some iced spruce distress ink. It's one of my favorite colors of distress ink. I know that sounds weird, but it is, and I wanted to use this on the background. Now I'm just going to line that up a little, those checkers up with the ones I've already inked so I can stretch this slimline to be a slimline card. I did a previous video on how to stretch a slimline, or how to stretch a regular stencil to be a slimline, and I'll link that here if I can remember to do that. But this one is not so easy to stretch because it doesn't have a repeating pattern, but you can still do it. You can see that here. I just tried to line up those diamonds to meet up with each other. Now I'm taking some double-sided adhesive and I'm going to put that all around our base for the card here. I am just using some cream paper to do this because it's going to be covered up completely. You won't even see this on the card. And I'm going to use this Moody Blues Dazzle Dust from Miss Ink Stamps. Now this is a blue color of glitter, but it also shifts, and to my eye it shifts a little bit to the green side, and I thought it would be beautiful on this Christmas card. Now this is a little bit messy. I'm going to just take my bone folder here and burnish it in. If you don't love glitter, you might not love this part, but I found that if you have a cleanup tool like this one, it's very simple just to sweep up that glitter and then take a Swiffer cloth and wipe up your surface, and you'll get most of that glitter taken care of. And you can see that I've already die cut out the word hippopotamus with a alphabet die that I have in my stash, and this is what we're going to use on the card. So there is our stenciled background, and I'm going to mat it with the glitter paper that we just used. And now to spell out hippopotamus, yes, I did have to look this up. Oh, and then I'm going to take this sentiment. It says wishing you a holly jolly Christmas, and I decided just to use the word Christmas. So this is going to say Christmas hippopotamus. And I don't know if you can probably tell what song I have in my head, and I apologize if this gets stuck in your head now, because all I can sing is I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. So putting this together, that's what I was singing the entire time. But I just love these, and I thought it was perfect for a Christmas card. I bet you probably know someone who loves that song or wants one. I definitely don't want one, but if they are this cute hippopotamus stamp set, then yes, put it on my wish list. Love it. So I'm going to attach these letters now. I put some purple tape down so I could line them all up against that purple tape so they would be perfectly lined up on the bottom. And now I'm just going to individually glue those on. And the reason I'm doing it individually instead of picking them up with some tape and doing them all at the same time is because I wanted to make sure I had the spacing in between the letters right. So when you do that individually with this glue, you do have a little bit of wiggle room time to get them perfectly spaced. And I don't know that I have them perfectly spaced, but it was good enough for me. And I thought it looked so cute with this little guy running across the top. I cut out that holly from another missing stamp set called Blitzened. And here I'm trying to show you the green. If I put my light on it, then maybe you can see the green a little bit better. But it is so pretty, this glitter that shifts and changes in the light. So I'll just glue that on to the card base here, or actually the card panel. And that, I'll stick that down with some acrylic blocks, let that dry. And now you can see the card base I've cut to 7 inches. And I am now scoring that at 3.5. So it's going to be 3.5 by 8.5. And this is perfectly sized to fit a number 10 size envelope. So there you go. Now I'm just attaching that to the top. And this is our card for today. Christmas hippopotamus, and I hippopotamus you. So choose your Christmas hippopotamus is I guess what I was thinking, because technically if this was correct, it would be Christmas hippopotamuses. So I hope you enjoyed this card share today and that it inspired you to create some cards of your own using some maybe not really Christmas stamp sets, but turning them into Christmas cards. I had a great time with you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to give this a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.